剣の前理早々防御に回した。
壊れるであろうな。だが後のことは後のこと。さあ上げて。レグナムカエロラムエトジェヘナマイチルが花。
黄金の劇場、美しい。
世を美しいという我が光、この剣を持って叩き込む。いささか無理をした。感謝するぞマス。
痛烈だ。これほど真に響く痛みは溢れる星の光ではない。美しいものをそこで舞うお前。
貴様もだアルテラ。我らは命を削り合い、まあ手を取りながらとはいかなかったのは反省すべき点ではあるが。
そうか、私もお前と舞ったのか。私は初めて。私のマスター、お前を守れな。
守るか。やっと本音が。キャスターと。いや
何を言う。
この後に及んで白々しい。キャスターといい貴様といい、世をそんなに悪役にしたいか。冗談ではないぞ。事情は後で聞くアルテラ。これよりの血は本来であれば無理にでもレガリアを奪い、しばらくの間。
いや、それは。
そうとも、それは不可能でしょう。レガリアの所有者はあなた一人でなくてはいけない。サーバント・セイバー、あなただけがセラフの神王であらせられる。
わざわざ顔を出すとはな。
レガリアの統合、そうですね。
何？
キャスターの排除は当然の結果です。あなたにはそれだけのその後アルテラ撃退は不確定だった。理解できないとはこのことですね。いや、吐き気がするほど見事でした。計算上、理論上、ムーンセルはベルバーには対抗できない。ムーンセルはその事実を知りながら覆せない。故に自身にはない特性を持つ者に戦う権利を譲った。インベーダーにはイノベーターを。まったく自身の行く末を。さて、見事セラ。
Oh, great, there's more. And we thought we were done. So it looks like Archimedes was up to no good all along. We didn't see that coming now, didn't we? This actually is true in every route. We're not sure exactly what his motive is or what exactly he did to turn Attila into a giant alien boss thing. But it's time for the final battle. So when the English version comes out in a couple days, maybe we'll have some clarification on what exactly happened here. But enough about the plot we don't understand yet. Let's talk about the gameplay. So, the final battle against Extella. So, this fight is actually pretty straightforward. She has a core, which is obviously a cube shape that resides normally in her chest, and it will change to the 2 openings in her palms whenever she does a certain attack. She has very few attacks that she uses, all of which are very easily telegraphed and avoided. When she smacks the ground like that, the core will transfer to her palm, and it's probably a great opportunity to use the Extella Burst at that moment. That way it's frozen in place, and you can deal the maximum amount of damage to it. So, unfortunately, you can't hit it at all when it's inside of her chest. There we go, she did another attack right there. It's a perfect opportunity. I love how it sort of gets rid of everything and brings it into this sort of polygon world, and yet all you see is the cube just floating there. You don't see the rest of her body. Because normally it tries to do that with the enemy that you're targeting for this attack. Alright, we mostly have it destroyed. So once we deplete the health on that, she will collapse, and we'll be able to attack her center core and deal actual damage to her. So pretty straightforward, pretty well designed for a boss battle in a Mosu Warriors game, honestly. Some of them can be really clunky and bad, and some of them can be pretty straightforward like this. I like the way this is designed a lot more than like the boss battles in Dragon Quest Heroes. The boss battles in Dragon Quest Heroes seem to be following a bit of a trope of like, oh, you can't hurt it, you gotta launch the ballista thing at it in order to deal any damage to it, and it destroys like arbitrary objects in the environment and things like that. So whenever I have the opportunity, I'm going to go ahead and use my Regalia to deal maximum damage to her core when she's vulnerable. As you can see, I've got about a third of her health down already, but the time window to damage her is very, very, very small. So, but the nice thing about it is there's a lot of weak vanilla enemies around here, and she will actually unintentionally help us destroy them, which is nice. So we infuriated her though, so she did another ground pound attack, and luckily because we were in our Regalia form, we didn't really take any damage. So that's nice. Because of the quantity of small vanilla enemies here, we'll quickly build up our gauge so we can do more Extella Bursts against her. And our Regalia is already available again, so we'll also gradually get pieces of the Cipher Key, so remember that. There are a couple of chests hidden around here that have healing items or items to restore your gauge, so definitely be mindful of that. Use them if you have to. We defeat her when we deplete her health to about half, she's going to destroy a part of the stage. So she's going to break it in half to where we can't actually fully circle around her anymore, and we only have like a crescent shape stage around her. So this is actually the scene we saw at the very beginning of the game. So I jokingly said we now join the end of the game in progress, but that was actually true. So this is actually the same map that we saw in our tutorial, and is now the central focus of the gameplay. So that's kind of interesting. I actually kind of like the aesthetic for how Attila looks in this form, but I just kind of feel bad for her. I just wish that she didn't have this fate, no pun intended. So, again, we're going to go ahead and use the Regalia. I really cannot say for sure if the waiting for the visual transition into your form change actually depletes the time in which you can attack her, or if she stays frozen while the animation plays out. Because that would definitely be a shame if I ran out of time to attack. I mean, obviously she just now hit the ground, so it looks like it was pretty consistent there, but I really can't say for sure. Of course, right here, obviously, the game has to interrupt me to start the next cycle, which would be to move her on to the next phase of the boss, where she has a fit of rage and destroys half the stage, like I said earlier. So, we're going to be getting out of her way. Oh, great. I'm getting End of Evangelion flashbacks again. Ugh. Anyway, so we kind of wasted our Regalia form there, unfortunately, because we didn't really get to deal any damage to her, or any additional damage to her, because she transitioned into the next form. And she's going to try to bomb us from above there. We can see the portions of the floor that are highlighted that will deal damage to us. And actually, maybe having our Regalia form enabled is not a bad idea for this part, because she's gonna do a few strong attacks, like the shockwave here, which you can easily jump over to dodge. But all that stuff will deal negligible damage to us while we have our Regalia enabled. So we're going to go ahead and do another Extella Burst against the core in her hands, as she picks a god and prays. That is what it looks like she's doing after all, with both of her hands clasped together like that. So this attack right here can be pretty devastating, where she creates the Kamehameha wave and manages to damage the ground significantly, because it actually spreads out. You can see the chips of the earth that's splitting apart as she uses that. The like crystals that pop up right there, those can spread out pretty far. So luckily you have like an eternity to get out of the... Whoops! As I say that, I get hit by it. I have to use one of my consumable healing items on my code cast. But you have like an eternity to get out of the way from it, so it really shouldn't be that much trouble. You just got to pay attention to which direction she's facing when she's charging the energy ball, and then you should be fine. So again, dodging that attack is pretty straightforward. Nero is just very nimble and quick. Luckily, most of the servants are pretty quick and can avoid her attacks pretty easily, but this fight it flows very optimally as Nero, so I'm not especially worried about it. Wow, I really almost died there. I don't think I've had an actual death yet this entire Let's Play so far, which has been great. She's going to attempt to swing her non-existent sword at us. But if I did, you can still use a command seal and bring yourself back, and there's also other options where you can consume all of your command seals and give yourself a limited window of time to finish the stage before you just expire altogether. But it's actually a pretty generous window of time, and you become super powerful while you do it. But I really wouldn't recommend that unless you're having a very tough time. The only time I ever had to use that was my very first time fighting Lu Bu in the second stage, because he just kicked our ass. We had no more replenishable health items, so we just had to take our lumps, unfortunately, and it was rough. And I was again playing on the small Vita screen where I could not, I couldn't see him clearly enough to be able to telegraph his attacks. All right, so we finally got her to lay back down again, where we can beat her up some more and deal some more damage to her core. We got her almost dead. I'm pretty sure she's going to get up before we can actually finish her off, unfortunately. Yep. But that's okay. We have one more trick up our sleeve, our gauntlet sleeves, apparently. So we should be able to finish her off as soon as our gauge runs out. And you'll see how. Alright, go for it, Nero. Do the thing! Alright, well done. So that's it for the Flame Poem arc. I will see you guys next time when we begin Tamamo's campaign in the English version of Fate Extella, the Umbral Star. So I'll be getting that on Tuesday. I'll be doing the unboxing video and the comparison between the Japanese Regalia box and the English Noble Phantasm edition. And hopefully you'll start seeing some videos of that later this week, because obviously I have to beat Nero's campaign in the English version all over again and then start recording Tamamo and Attila's.
Regalia は一つっきりになったのだ。王権の修復がなされたのだ。さあ、玉。認められたのだ。修復された王権を用いて、そなたの精神を復活した。喜ぶがよい。再生したのだ。だから、目覚めて。これまでのような前のめりさはやや減って聞こえておろう。良いのだぞ。そして打ち倒してくれ。世が共に戦うのはそろそろ世は特にそなたには寛大なのだ。